Servus and welcome. I'm Vera at Spilled Coffee Crafts, and today we are making a planner. So with March I decided to start a monthly planner, and what I do after thinking about these things, what I started to do is to have these small planners. This is like one signature from a journal for each month, and at the end of the year I will have 12 signatures and I will bind them together in one big journal for the year. So then the plan is to have a complete journal for the whole year. Each of the signatures is one month, and yeah, I can have them in my journal shelf for safekeeping, more or less. Yeah, and the idea just came to me in March, so there is no January and February this year. So this year we'll only have 10 signatures, but yeah, that's what it is for now. And I'm also figuring out how I want to have my planner and how I want to structure them. So in March it looked like this. This is also, here I have one page for the Scrappy 8 challenge, and then one page for the monthly challenge, which was in March, Mixed Media March, which where I posted one entry each day, and I printed out 4 of my entries that I liked the most. So there were more, but these 4 are in the top 10 of my favorites. And yeah, this is, and you see the pages are quite different. So because I was figuring out how I want to structure this, yeah, and I learned a few things. So this was March, this is already done. Now we have April and May. April I already prepared because we are already starting April, so kind of in the middle of it, nearly. So, and for the covers, it's only the cover of one of the signatures, but at least I wanted the cover to be a little bit sturdier than the rest. So because I want to carry this around with me. So for March I had this one, which is this gorgeous bird. Isn't he cute? And here for April I have this gorgeous bird. And May I decided to use a map, a part of a map from an atlas. And I also prepared already the covers for all the other months. And this fabric piece will be the cover for the complete journal. So I already decided this, and I will keep everything together until the end of the year, where I will make the journal with this. And because these are already bound signatures, I will not bind them into the cover in the regular way as I usually would do, but I will either make a tab binding or something like an accordion fold, a binding with an accordion fold. I have not decided about this yet. We have time to do this at the end of the year or starting next year, and I will take you along, of course. So, and these are the other covers that I already selected for the rest of the year. So this is an already finished cover where some stationery items were in, and I kept it. So there was a notepad and some envelopes in here, and I liked it, and it has already some pockets, so I will use this one. Then there is another part of a map, yeah, this is exactly the same. Also, as there was also stationery in this. Then we have there, for this one, I glued together 2 pages of a calendar. So, and this will be September, so I don't need to do anything to this because there is already September written on it. And of course, it's for a different year. I think this was last year's calendar, or even the year before, I'm not sure. Yeah. And I glued 2 of these pages together to have the complete cover. These are 2 pages from a sewing book that, yeah, I took apart. And with this, the pages were big enough that I also have a tuck spot here. This is the November. This was just an advertising, so junk mail that I got, but I love the flamingo on there, and yeah, the color is a color that I really enjoy, so I will use this also. And for December we have this cover of some sheet music that also says, and it's of course German, and it says Die Weihnachtsgitarre, which means Christmas guitar songs. So there were easy guitar songs for Christmas. In this, I took it apart and I kept the cover, and I will use this in December. So this is already prepared. We already have March finished, so this will also be in here. Then we leave these 2 out. We can put these away for now. So these can go in my shelf for journals that I'm working on. And these are the 2 things we are talking about today mainly. So this is April, and April I have already prepared. So the first page, and I think I decided more or less on the structure for now, and I show you how I did it for April. We will do it together also for May. And end of May I will decide if the structure works for me or if I need to make some adjustments. So here the very first page will be dedicated to challenges. So for April I only have the Scrappy 8 challenge, which is our monthly challenge, where each of the Scrappy 8 members gives 1 prompt. So each month a different member of the Scrappy 8 group is responsible for the prompt, is giving us the prompt. And for April it was Lisa, and her prompt is mixed media art in any style, and she wants us to have layering and mark making also included in the piece. So this is the theme, and then I will jot down here ideas that I have for this piece, and when I finish it I will also glue in a picture of it. And then the week starts. So I have 1 spread for each week, and I will always stamp the complete month here and mark which week in the month this spread is for. And then I have here kind of note calendar thing. So and then I also have this grid here where I mark. So in March, for example, I had the Mixed Media March 25 challenge, so I needed to post every day. So, and as a reminder, if I have posted or not, I had the Instagram post, the YouTube short, and the Instagram reel here, and then I made an X for each day where I posted it correctly so that I don't forget. Here in April I will just mark the days where I posted for Instagram. And I will maybe also mark when I do some out of my usual schedule video or shorts. It's just for me, so I know on which day I was active on social media. Yeah, and then on this page there is always some kind of pocket, tuck box, belly band, something like this. And the pieces I use in here are eclectic. So there is no one style for each of the month for something like this. Maybe in the future I will have colors or whatever. But for now, it's just what I find on my desk, and I make something. So I have a pocket, a belly band, or tuck spot, whatever. So I can have a journal card here to note down things. And this is usually where I note my to-dos. And that's the plan how this is working. So I already prepared this one, and I have here also already the note Scrappy 8 ready. It says fertig because it's German. Because this is also I wanted to tell you about, I will be away for 3 weeks starting with April 16th. I have some videos prepared, but it's quite likely that I will not have a video each Wednesday and Saturday as I had the last month. Most likely it will be one video on Wednesday or on Saturday. I will see how I can spread them out, what I have already prepared. So you are not completely left unattended. And I will post, most likely I will be able to post shorts for small things that I plan to do on this retreat. So I will take art supplies with me, but of course I will not be able to make big projects, and for certain I will not make something in one of the journals I already started. So there will be no entry for, or no video for the asylum journal or something like this. So I just wanted you to know. So that's why my schedule will be a little bit different for 3 weeks starting with April 16th. So this is going until May 7th. So this is why I want to have the Scrappy 8 challenge ready in this week. So when I'm leaving the next week, that I have it already finished and I don't need to worry about it. Okay, so here I just glued down that's an envelope I made from a jelly print, and again a journal card in there for my to-dos. This is blue packaging paper that I folded so to have more than one pocket. And this is quite easy to do. Maybe I can make a short for it if you're interested, but it's quite easy, and I saw it on another channel, so maybe you're already familiar with this style of pocket. And I just made 2 cards that can go in there. And this is not only my art planner, this is intended to be my life planner. So then the next week, and here I just glued down also an old calendar, part of an old calendar page that I folded down because I liked this image, this pattern. And I can write down things here and also have a card for the to-dos. And here the last page, where is also the second part of this paper bag, where this is just glued down here, so I can have a card here. a tax portfolio card, and I also opened the bag here so I can tuck things in here. And you see, this is the last week, and this is April going into May. So I also stamped here April and May and marked the week, the bridge week. That's bridging the change of the month. So this is already finished, and I started using it. And May I prepared, but I only have sewn in the pages, and I'm doing a 5-hole pamphlet stitch here, starting from the outside, so I have the knot outside. Yeah, because I will bind this into a journal, and then I don't need to have the knot on the inside if I'm doing it this way. So for May I have this map, because this is inside the journal, I don't need to really decorate this. Yeah, and I found that I usually need to have 3 pages, and this will accommodate most of the months with the spreads. So because this is 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, and still I have the spare. I have a 5th week if necessary, and still the spare page on the beginning and the end. And I'm not planning of printing anything out for these planners. So I will use, and I use, this is one exception, papers that I dyed or that I prepared in any way or that I like. So it could also be an old book page or something like this. So there will be real paper in here. So no, I don't think that I will use digitals. And this structure here that I talked about far too long, maybe, I'm stamping on. So I'm not planning on making some kind of template that I can print out from Excel or whatever. I will stamp this each month. Because, yeah, it's a junk journal planner, and it should be, I want this to be like my junk journal. So it is also a place for me to have small things, or if I have not much energy or not much time, I can make a small pocket, something creative on a small scale, and I don't need to worry about the complete journal. Or yeah, that's the plan for these things. So here, so this is again will be dedicated to the month. And just if you're wondering, this is a tag I printed out from a digital from Darcy, which is Misadventures in Mixed Media. I'll link her channel below. And this is from her coffee journal, and I think I printed it out bigger. I'm not sure. Yeah, but I like it because, yeah, coffee. And he's so cute, right? And I had it in my finished ephemera box. And I'm planning on doing a chocolate and coffee journal at one time, but for now he can live here. And maybe I will use him like a bookmark. I'm not sure, or he will just live here, because here I'm using this split ring as a marker for the week that is currently the current week. So, and this is usually they are quite strong, the they're holding together quite strong, but this is a loose one, so it's easy for me to just put them on here on a page, and I have this small dangle on it, so it's easy for me to quickly open the week that we are in. This will be dedicated to the month and challenges in the month. And this is a page that I dyed in one of my boiled paper bundles. This is one of the exceptions. This is a digital. This is my own digital. There is a freebie on my Ko-fi shop for my avocado dyed pages, and this is one of the test prints I did, and I also showed you in this video. Yeah, and why not use it? So I don't want to waste it. It's just, yeah. So I put it in here. Usually I would use a real avocado dyed paper, so real paper, but not a digital print. I mean, and this is one of the things I dyed in with this avocado. So this is not printed. This is a real eco dyed paper. That's one of my coffee dyed papers. Yeah, and as usually there are only 1, 2, 3 pages in here, and then one extra piece. So the extra piece here, if you remember, was this paper bag, and here I just have this additional smaller page that I sewed in a little bit wonky on purpose. Okay, so all that's missing for May, and this is also why I'm doing this now and not end of April, is because end of April I will still be away until May 7th, and I need to take both planners with me because, yeah, I'm away over the change of the month. So I need to take both of them, and they need to be prepared because I don't want to take all my stamps with me. At least not these ones. And what I use for these planners are these stamps. There is one, and they are just silicone stamps from Amazon. So then I also have this set. This I mainly bought for 2 reasons. One, there are smallish, but still not too small numbers on here. I have the weekdays here, and there is a complete set of the months here. So, and for today I will only do the stamping. So for now, some stamping. And I already prepared this one, so let me show you. These are in total 3 stamps. So 1 step with the month name from one of the sets, then this stamp with starting with Monday with the weekdays, and then the whole calendar page. So this is the first thing I'm doing on all these pages, and we start here with May 5th, because if you remember, in April, the week in April starts, let me show again, the last week here is bridging April to May. So we have the 1st to the 4th, May 1st to 4th here in this journal. So this journal will start with the 5th. In this case, because we have 1 week less, I will have this one empty, where we can do some art projects. So this one, they have no stamp. I can decorate this, make an art project from it. So yeah, that's that. So we did this one. Then I also prepared this, which is the lines and the days of the week again. And this I need to do in two parts. So I'm stamping the first part here. And I also like to do this batch stamping because at least in this journal then, or in this signature, in this month, all the distances are the same when I put them together, not on individual blocks, but together on one block. So the pages look quite similar. Still, I'm not doing this for all of the months for the whole year, because I want to have the opportunity or the chance to change the layout if I find, after using the layout for 1 or 2 months, that I'm not happy with it, that I want to change something. Now we can stamp the additional lines that are missing. So that's this, and then we also want to have, I also want to have this grid on here, and for this we need to add this month, not month, this weekdays. And also you see this is Monday to Sunday, but there is only a 6x6 grid, so Sunday is an extra column that has no grid. That's fine for me. That's it for stamping and for preparing this journal or this signature as a planner, as a monthly planner. Yeah, I hope you liked the idea, and let me know in the comments if you are also doing a planner and how you're doing it, or link a video that you did about daily planners, something like this. And see you. Bye.